All right. Well, Idris Elba is saying that he is planning to lean away from acting, and that's because he wants to focus on his music. Now, he was telling Vanity Fair in their 2022 Hollywood issue that he wants to dedicate full attention to music making in the coming years. He said some may think, well, it will be the death of your acting if your music is ish. He said, I've dealt with the internal struggle of that over the years, so now I'm at peace and I've chosen this is what I'm doing and I'm going to do it. Some will love it and some will hate it.
I mean, you can't come to those conclusions till you hear the music, right?
Well, at the end of the day, it's what makes him happy, right?
Yeah, and he's been doing music and DJing and doing all of those things. Mm-hmm. And he said he's loved music since he was 4 years old, when he was first mesmerized by the turntable going around and around. And he said the thing about making music, it's a very consuming process. It's very difficult to shoot a movie and then go off into the studio or make a song. It's like trying to build a souffle while making a brick wall.
No.
Let's
More power to him.
Yes. And sometimes you want to do something like that and be great at it. You got to dedicate all your time and energy to that.
And I don't think Idris Elba will ever have a problem getting an acting role.
No, he won't. But yeah, he's just stepping back from it. All right, and Chris Rock has announced his 2022 Ego Death World Tour. That's his first stand-up comedy tour in 5 years. So that's going to kick off March 30th in Boston and run until November 17th in LA.
Drop on the cool bomb for the god Chris Rock. I cannot wait to see that. The title alone excites me because I don't look at Chris Rock as just a comedian. I look at him as a master teacher. So when I hear the title Ego Death, I'm like, I can't wait to hear what he got to say.
And speaking of comedians, Tommy Davidson was talking to Page Six, and he said that he has not heard from Jamie Foxx since he put out his memoir, Living in Color, What's Funny About Me. And in that memoir, he talks about how Jamie Foxx basically bullied him, and he was tormenting him. Tommy Davidson says that Jamie Foxx reportedly took on the role of tormentor with Davidson as the victim. He also said during an old sketch, Jamie Foxx veered off script and he pulled on Tommy Davidson's underwear, leaving him nearly naked. And he believes that Jamie Foxx used him for a purely self-enjoyment by tormenting him. And he said he has not heard from Jamie Foxx since then. Here's what he said.
Never heard from Jamie Foxx anyway. I wouldn't call it shade. I threw some light on the situation. The book actually was about how my odyssey can help the reader. I just pointed out all the situations that I was in that I was able to eventually transcend. It's really a roadmap for the reader that would help them transcend, get past, get through, not only understand something, but understand it.
What if Jamie hasn't read the book? What if that news hasn't gotten back?
I'm sure it has, because he went on a whole, he came up here to talk about his book, right?
I said, but Jamie, though.
But I'm saying, doesn't mean have to have read it, but I'm sure that particular part really stood out from the book, so I can't imagine no one said anything to him about it.
Maybe not.
Now, he also talked about a time when Jamie Foxx challenged him to a one-on-one basketball game, and Tommy Davidson was up 9-0. He said Jamie Foxx charged at him, and if he would have hit his head on the concrete, that would have been the end of me. He said it turned into a fight, and they had to actually get in between them and hold each other back. But he said, I'm learning to just not to have the world change for me to be happy.
Yeah, it sounds like my childhood.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Teasing people, getting teased, playing hard on the basketball court.
I'm trying to defend you. Like, if I hurt you, I'm upset, but then after we shake hands and keep it moving.
Well, he's just saying that Jamie Foxx has not spoken to him since the book came out.
Now, you said pulled on his underwear. What was that?
During a sketch, Living Color was live, so he kind of embarrassed him in front of a live audience while they were doing a sketch. He kind of pulled his underwear, exposing him almost to the audience.
You know what I would love to know about the Tommy Davidson situation? How much did they talk prior to the book?
Right, I don't think they were friends.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? And when they didn't talk prior to the book, why would you hear from me after the book come out?
Right, I think they just asked him a question in Page 6 and he answered it. All right, now, Wendy Williams' show, it is official that it's going to come to an end. We talked about this yesterday. I said Love B. Scott always does get some good exclusives. And looks like they were correct. Debbar Mercury has officially announced that it's over. And they announced the news. The co-presidents actually announced the news. They said this is also a bittersweet moment for us and our partners at Fox. We will all have a great love and affinity for Wendy, who grew into a true icon during her 12 incredible seasons as the solo host of a live daily talk show dishing on hot topics and interviewing celebs. Since Wendy is still not available to host the show, as she continues on her road to recovery, we believe it is best for our fan stations and advertising partners to start making this transition now. As we told you, Sherri Shepherd will be taking over that time slot, but she wants to make it clear that she is not replacing Wendy. Here's what Sherri Shepherd said.
Crazy stories online about me replacing Wendy. And I am here to tell you that that is not true, because no one can replace the queen. Nobody. And trust me, I am not trying to at all. It is Wendy's place to share her story with you. But I do want to give the queen her props and her flowers, because Wendy had a legendary career in radio. And this show was specifically crafted for her. No one can do this format but Wendy.
And Sherri Shepherd herself is, I mean, it's amazing. I think she totally deserves this opportunity. And here's what she had to say as she got emotional.
When you're feeling like you have been forgotten, when you're feeling like people say no, it may not be no. God may be saying, it's not time. And when God says, do you trust me? He don't need a lot of faith, just a little bit. And when God says it's so,
won't he do it, preach? Yes, Sherri Shepherd, congratulations. That is your rumor report.
Dropping a cool bomb to Sherri Shepherd. Congrats to Sherri. Clearly, God, has a plan for her to return to daytime TV. And these moments are great because you can look back and say to yourself, damn, I can see why God made me wait.
Absolutely. I don't know if you mentioned, they didn't get rid of anybody. They're keeping the same staff, correct?
Yeah, we said that yesterday, too.
All right. Well, congratulations to Sherri Shepherd. All right.
And we have more on that in the next hour. We just ran out of time.
All right. Now we got front page news next. What we talking about?
Yes, Joe Biden, and he is describing the sanctions that he's laying out against Russia for what they are doing.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Just gotta ask you too, man, about Spence Ugas, because you're Cubano Ugas.
Yeah.
Do you think that have you ever worked with him? Have you ever sparred with Ugas out here?
No, we never sparred. But I've been in the gym with him a lot. Like, I was in the gym. Ugas was here in January, December training. So he was already in the gym. So we've been working around the same times. So we got to see each other work.
What do you think of him up close, man? Are we underestimating him still?
I think so. I think some things that people want to look at. Ugas is big, man. He's big. He knows how to manage his distance, and he has very good defense. You know what I mean? So he's not necessarily like, he's a live dog in his fight. You know what I mean? Like Spence, I feel like the fight coming at a good time. I mean, Spence is a dog. I mean, he went through. He came and he beat Danny Garcia right away. Mm-hmm. So it's a big mountain to climb. But if anybody can do it, it's him. He's been doing it his whole career.
How would you say his defense is underrated? Because it's not like he's up on his toes a lot and
he's not
doing a lot of.
He got real good reflexes on. He know how to just keep them tight. You know what I mean? He know how to keep them tight. And even when guys are mixing it up, like going down and up or trying to get him to open up, like he know how to just keep it tight, and he real good with his feet. That's one thing about Cuban amateurs, period. Like the Cuban boxing, the system, the way they teach them kids from young up, they're taught to be real good on their feet. All these Cuban fighters you see, they're very good on their feet and their distancing and applying distance and all that. And Ugas got all of that with a very offensive style. So it's a tough matchup.
Well, is he too planted, stay in front of you too much to beat an Errol Spence because of Spence's power and he get off 70 punches?
I would definitely say he's big, man. Ugas is really I think he should be a 54, really. He's a big dude, you know what I mean? So if it wasn't for his size that I keep looking at him, I'd be like, man, Spence is too strong. But
right.
He's honestly just as big as Spence. You see how much bigger he was than Pacquiao?
Right. He's a big guy, right?
He got the size, and he's always in shape, man. I've never seen him fat or chubby.
He trains hard.
He must. Every time he come in here, he ripped up. You know what I mean? I was like, damn, like, bro, like tight shirts, and I'm like, he fought a long time ago, and he's still like. Usually guys that get a little chubby. You know, I see guys get chubby. Like I've been here a year and a half now. I've yet to see the man chubby, and he's only fought once.
Mm-hmm.
So he got very good discipline. He's a hard worker. I seen him train. He trains hard in there, and man, it's gonna be a good ass fight, man.
What do you think of that right hand he throws? That Santiago Cuba style right hand. Do you think that's a problem for Spence in that fight?
It's definitely something that Spence is gonna have to look out for. I mean, I don't see a lot of guys that Spence has fought that has a good right hand like him. And it's the defense too, man. Like, I don't know. I haven't seen Ugas really hurt. Even when he fought Porter, he didn't get hurt at all. Porter actually got dropped, really. You know what I mean? Like, he really got dropped. And it was Porter the one that you could say got really hurt in that fight. But who's really been like, man, Ugas got hurt. Ugas was hurt today. Like,
I might have to go to his early career.
Maybe his early fights.
Because
you know what I mean?
The run he's been on lately, he's
been doing his thing. Yeah. He's been great defensively and great offensively. I mean, he dominated Pacquiao, which is a legend. Regardless, he took the fight on 2 weeks. But he dominated him, kept him at distance, killed him with the jab. Never was Pacquiao, had him hurt. Like, man, Ugas did his thing, man. Like, Ugas is like, he's real hot right now. That's what I'm saying. That's why you gotta give your props to Spence. Came out the accident, fought Garcia, got another accident, and went right after Ugas. Cause Ugas on what, 11 fight win streak?
Yeah, yep. He's been active. He's been winning.
Back in the game,
clicking
offensively, defensively. Like, man, it's a great fight, man. It's a great fight.
Taking momentum into the fight.
Yeah, taking momentum into just beat Pacquiao. You walking different.
He is, bro. He's
walking different. You know what I mean? So
you see him at the fight. He definitely
he's got a different aura to him. So he's taking all that into it. That's what I'm saying. It makes up for a great fight, man. I'm definitely buying that pay-per-view. That's gonna be an amazing fight. I should go to the damn fight.
And lastly, Cuba, man. Speaking of the word right there, Cuba. Do you feel like in the United States, Ugas has been doing his thing? A lot of fighters, like the best has actually been yet to come because these guys were forced to stay in Cuba for so many decades that the best is yet to come in America for Cuban fighters.
I think I'm pretty sure Lara was one of that first group of guys that escaped.
Yep.
And they definitely have opened up the doors. Now look, we got Robeisy Ramirez, 2-time gold medalist. There's another 54-pounder, La Hoya. He's getting ready to fight Cota on Showtime. He's actually really good. Like, you know, talented.
That the Yo Elvis?
Yeah. He's only 5-0. Yeah, he was the one that was sparring Brian, actually.
Oh, okay.
So shit, yeah. So he can throw.
Yeah.
He can throw. So I feel like this next generation, like, you know, Lara and Ugas, and then they're a little older now. Now the next generation's coming. Like, they didn't open up the doors for them Cubans to start coming out here and making a mark. You know what I mean? And slowly that I feel like Cubans got like a bad little stench on them because they move too much. But now that they're more in the pro game, they're like Ugas don't fight like a mover.
No, he stays in front of you.
La Hoya don't either.
Right.
He's been strong.
Right.
He come in here and he throw punches. So I think this next generation and the generation after that is going to really put Cuban professional boxing on a different pedestal.
Right. That's why I asked. You know?
Yeah, no, 100%. They're all coming out. There's a couple of heavyweights, you know.
Frank Sanchez's bad. I mean, he's
mover.
He's sharp though.
He's not really helping that bad stench because he moved too damn much, especially for a heavyweight. And that was a bad one.
He's sharp though.
Yeah, he's sharp. Dortico.
Yeah.
Sleep. So that next generation.
Cuba.
Yeah.
It was clean.
Yeah,
right?
it was. Yeah. You know, that's saying that next generation is a handful of them that they don't fight like how Cubans, usually fight.
Right, they're here to crack.
Yeah.
Right, like you. So.
Me. I'm Cuban American, so that's why.
Right, but still. But thank you, Luis, man. Thanks for just all your time with us today, brother.
No doubt, man.
We'll be on the lookout, man.
100%, man. I'll be back soon, man. Probably April, man. Like I said, man, ain't no reason why me and Harrison can't fight on the 9th, honestly. And all bullshit aside, I mean, ain't nothing been talked about, but, COVID happens, people get sick, shit falls out all the time.
This is true.
I'm in the gym. I'm in the gym. I've been in the gym for 2 months now, so I'm going to be ready. So eventually I'll get one of these top guys at 54. If for whatever reason the game makes me have to take a step back and go fight a scrub, it is what it is. I'm going to go beat them, and then I'm going to get that title, though. And that's the point, to be champion at 154 pounds. And